वेलकम टू द टेक सिविल लर्निंग। आप सभी को टेक सिविल लर्निंग में स्वागत है। माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, एज यू नो द मेन मोटो ऑफ आवर चैनल इज टू प्रोवाइड द प्रैक्टिकल एजुकेशन टू द स्टूडेंट्स, means to connect the students to the practical levels. What I have been observing that most of the students feel bored during the lectures. This is so because either of the two reasons, they may not understand the concept, or they are not understanding at the practical levels. So that is why our main motto of the channel is to connect the students to the practical level. So my dear friends, we have already discussed about what we're going to study about in the transportations in the lecture first. So if you have not gone through that lectures, please go and watch. आप पहला वीडियो जाके देख लीजिए ताकि आपको समझ में आ जाएगा हम लोग ट्रांसपोर्टेशन इंजीनियरिंग में क्या क्या पढ़ने वाले हैं, मीन्स व्हाट विल गोइंग टू स्टडी इन दिस सब्जेक्ट. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द टुडे टॉपिक. माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, अगर आप अभी तक मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किए देन प्लीज सब्सक्राइब इट एंड हिट द बेल आइकन्स so that it encourage me from the inside out and it prompt me to do the show. So let's start the series. The first unit consists introductions of highway engineering. My dear friends, first of all here the term to be understand is what are the importance of transportations. आप सभी को पता होगा कि ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का इम्पोर्टेंस क्या है. एज यू नो the transportations contribute to the economic in the industrial, social, cultural development of any country, either it may be the regional or maybe the village, means development of any country or regions or the village directly depend upon the transportations. If the means or the goods can be easily transmitted from one place to another place, then the development can be easily taking place or in the effective way. अगर कोई भी देश का, कोई भी गांव का, कोई भी जिला का जो उसका डेवलपमेंट होता है, आर्थिक डेवलपमेंट होता है, वो पूरा का पूरा ट्रांसपोर्टेशन पे डिपेंड, यातायात पे डिपेंड होता है. अगर एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पे सामान इजीली ट्रांसफ़र कर सकते हैं देन द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ एनी रीजन्स कैन बी इजीली टेकिंग प्लेस. सो वी कैन से दैट द evolution and advancement in transportation facility have closely linked with the development of human being throughout the history of the field. As you know, means in the history of the field, means the human being development is directly linked with the transportations, means human being growth cannot be imagined without the means of transportations. So here you can see that the transportation contribute to the economic, industrial, social and cultural development of the any country. I mean to say that कि किसी भी देश का विकास उसका ट्रांसपोर्टेशन पे डिपेंड होता है. इफ देर इज अ good means of transportation, then the means growth of the country and the economic growth of the country can be easily taking place. So किसी भी देश का ट्रांसपोर्टेशन मीन्स यातायात अच्छी होना चाहिए उस देश का विकास होने के लिए, ये हम सभी जानते हैं. सो इसमें कोई शक नहीं है, ये हम लोग सभी जानते हैं, ये कॉमन टॉपिक है, हम सब लोग को पता है, होना चाहिए. In the present day, the main objective, I mean the main theme of the good transportation is to provide the safe, means to provide the safety of the transportations, at the same time economical, efficient in transportations facility for the travel of passengers or the transportation of good. I mean to say that the transportation must consist of the safe, means safety is very essential for the any human being. So the first and foremost things considers in the mind that the role means the importance of the transportations is the safety. The safety must be ensured for the living of the life. अगर किसी भी देश का ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ज़्यादा है, मीन्स वे ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टिंग materials or the good is adequate, then its economic growth is high and the progress in social as well as progress in social developments. As you know, this is the simplest topics which we are going to discuss about. So I have provided the handwritten notes so that you can easily understand the concept what I am conveying to you. So it's very easy to convey. So as you know, the developments, the adequate transportations systems in the country indicates its economic growth. उसका आर्थिक विकास कोई भी देश का ज़्यादा ट्रांसपोर्टेशन होने से निर्भर पड़ता है. अगर किसी भी देश का ज़्यादा ट्रांसपोर्टेशन है, मीन्स ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन इज हाई, देन इट्स ग्रोथ रेट इज also high. So eventually it can be noted that, or the summary of the main theme is that the growth, the economic development of industries, the social and cultural of any country, or either it may be the regions, district or village, depends upon the means of transportation. If the means of transportation is good to the particular vicinity, then definitely the growth of the that vicinity will takes place. So this is very way to understand. So let's see the another topic. माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, आपको पता है कि इंडिया में 70% जो पॉपुलेशन है आर लिविंग इन द विलेज, दैट इज इन द रूरल एरिया. सो the development of the proper transportation, and I mean the improvement in transportation facility especially in the rural area is very important for the development of the India को विकास होने के लिए ट्रांसपोर्टेशन अर्बन एरिया में उसका इम्प्रूवमेंट और उसका फैसिलिटी अच्छी होना चाहिए, क्योंकि 70% जो पॉपुलेशन इंडिया का है आर बिलोंग्स फ्रॉम द विलेज. So that the improvement in the transportation service leads to the improvement access to the market center for the rural product. As you know, for any product must be transported to the particular place, that is to the market where the selling are taking place. So for transferring the goods or materials we must need the means of transportation. So the improvement of transportations in the rural area must be sufficient for the development of the India. The cost of goods are totally depend upon the transportation. आप लोगों को पता है कोई भी मटेरियल का, कोई भी गुड्स का जो दाम होता है उसका ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट में भी ऐड किया जाता है. द मीन्स just take an examples. The manufacture means apples, where it is found in abundant manners, that the price of the apple is very less. Suppose take an examples, means the price of the apple in Manang Mustang in Nepal is 12 rupees per kg, but at the same times if you take it to the market in the means away from the Manang Mustangs, then the directly means its price increases directly. So we can say that the cost of the any materials depends upon the transportation. At the same time tourism is also depends upon the transportation. If the means of the transportation is good, then the tourism attraction capacity is also good, because the tourism must need the way of transportations from traveling from one place to another place. So the improvement in transportations is very essential for the effective development of the growth of any country or any vicinity area. To talk about the mass productions, if the mass production is taking place but the means of transportation is not available, then there is no use of productions. उसका कोई काम ही नहीं होगा. ठीक है, जब ट्रांसपोर्टेशन नहीं रहेगा भाई तो कहाँ से जो गुड्स होता है, कहाँ से प्रोडक्ट को हम एक प्लेस से दूसरे प्लेस पे लेके जाएंगे. देन द मास प्रोडक्शन हैज टोटली गोज इन वेन, टोटली वेस्ट. सो वी मस्ट नीड द mean of transportation. So ultimately I would like to say that the means of the transportation for the development of any country or any vicinity is very essential for the development or for the economical development. We can say that for the effective and fast growth developments of the any country or any vicinity. As you know, there are the different modes of transportation: land, water and air. So particularly we will not, as you know, what are the land modes of transportations, water modes and the air modes. So let's talk about now the Indian roads. My dear friends, as you know, India is a large populated country. So the density of the populations per square meter is high. So here we can see that the largest road networks is there is the largest road networks, right? That is 3.31 million kilometers. So this is the data is world data. So let's see some new fact of 2017. Some new data were collected in 2017. So let's focus on the new data. So let's see the new data. Recent fact: India has a network of road that is 58,97,671 kilometers, right? Means the total network of the road is 58,79,671 kilometers. You must have to remember this data. It may be asked in some of the competitive exams or in the bits. So you must have to memorize this data, and this is the data of 31 March 2017. This data are collected in 31 March 2017. And if we talk about in means miles, then it must be this data showing, that is 36,64,643 miles. So from this data we can conclude that the India is the second largest network, means road networks in the world after the United States of America. Means America placed the first largest road network in the universe. After the America, it is the India which is having the largest road networks. That is the America of having 66,45,709 किलोमीटर्स. सो जो इंडिया सबसे पहला रोड नेटवर्क जो है विश्व का सबसे पहला स्थान पे अमेरिका है, ठीक है. उसके बाद सेकेंड नंबर पे रैंक किया गया इंडिया का, ठीक है. इंडिया का जो टोटल रोड नेटवर्क है वो 58,97,671. एट द सेम टाइम्स द अमेरिका 66,45,709. So the America has the largest road network in the world, and the India placed its second positions. India secure its second positions. So if you talk about the means density of the road network in India, if you talk about the means road density, then in every per square kilometer of land, it consists of 1.8 kilometers, right? That is 1.2 means miles. Means suppose this is land, right? Just imagine this is land of one square kilometer of land. Then in this 1 square kilometer of land, 1.8 kilometer is occupied by the road network, right? Means land road or the road network. Then it is quantitatively density of India road network is equal to that is the density of road network in India is equal to that of the German, but higher than US, China, Brazil, Russia. As you know, means the area of the means India, right? We can say that. Let me explain you this in clearly manner. So let's see one example. चलिए रोड डेंसिटी को कुछ ऐसा समझते हैं. मान लीजिए just imagine this is 1 square kilometer of land, right, of India I. Similarly this is 1 square kilometer of land of Russia. Just imagine R. You know that the means density of road networks of India is higher than that one Russia, right? This means that means the road network or the road connectivity or the busyness of road is more that compared of the Russia. Means Russia means that the means road density means let me tell you once more again, means the busyness of road, right? Means busyness of road in the India is more, means more populations are running through the road network, right? Means the road is more busy compared to that of the Russia, but at the same times Russia of having the less road density, means the busyness of the Russia road is less that compare of the India. So we can say that this is the road density, means the less populations means more populations are occupied in less place. कम जगह में ज़्यादा पॉपुलेशन हो जाना, ठीक है. जस्ट एक मान लीजिए कि आप एक रूम है, एक छोटा सा रूम है, उसमें आप 100 जना हो. जस्ट इमेजिन अ स्मॉल रूम इज ऑक्युपाइड बाय द 100 मेंबर्स, right? And just take the another examples of the same room size, it is occupied by the 5 members only. So the room in which 100 members is occupied is having the high density, and that the room having the only 5 members occupy have the less density. So this is so India is having the high density road connectivity that compare of the Russia, because the Russia is having the same size, but the density of the road network is less that compare of the India. So hope आपको समझ में आ गया होगा कि ये जो डेंसिटी का मामला और चक्कर क्या होता है. सो चलिए दूसरा देखते हैं. फिर नेक्स्ट लाइन देखते हैं क्या है. यहाँ पे डाटा लिखा गया है कि इन यूएस का 0.68 किलोमीटर पर पर स्क्वायर किलोमीटर ऑफ लैंड, चाइना का 0.49, ब्राज़ील का 0.18, रसिया का 0.09. एज यू नो, रसिया इज द लार्जेस्ट कंट्री by the area in the world, so the density, automatically the density will be decreases because there is a less number of people traveling through it. At the same time, India is having the less space but high number of road network connectivity, high busyness of the road. Here you can see that the highway density clearly, means in which area India is having the high density per, means per lakh people, right? So you can see here, means in this area having the more greenery, 65 to 130 kilometers of having 1 lakh population. So this area is occupied by, from here we can easily conclude that which area is having the higher density area and which area is having the low density. As you know, in India, Kerala is the states which is having the high density area in the India. So from here we can easily conclude that which area is having the high density area. So let's see the new topic. So as the India, आपको पता है कि इंडिया में बहुत ज़्यादा पॉपुलेशन है, at the same times the area of the India is less compared to that of the population. So approximately 4.87 of roads per 1000 peoples is adjusting, right? Means 1000 population में means 4.8 kilometers of 1000 population में 4.87 किलोमीटर रोड नेटवर्किंग कंसिस्ट करता है, ठीक है, एग्जिस्ट करता है. So adjusting for its large population, India is approximately 4.87 of roads per 10,000, means per 100, sorry, per 1000 people. So let's see. As you know, India is having the second largest road, and the road transmits 64.5 of all goods in the country, and 90% indicates the total passengers, and the traffic users means network to commute. Means commute means to go one place to another place, right? So 90% of India, the total passenger traffic is occupied, and at the same time 64.5 are the all goods transmitters, that is goods are transmitters, goods are commuting. So here I have listed the few importance, means area, means the length of the highway, that is of India. India is having how much national highway length, right? How much state highway length. So these are the data is very important to be, means to have the knowledge about this data. So as I have told you, the total means total road network of India is 56, approximately nearly 58,97,671. So among that, national highway consists of this much of, means length. इसमें से नेशनल हाईवे का इतना 1,42,126, 1,48,000. Similarly, state highway it increases because the states means the compared to the national highway length, states highway length will be more, right? Means the connectivity of state highway is more compared to that of the national levels. So of course स्टेट लेवल का जो लेंथ होगा वो ज़्यादा होगा कंपेयर टू नेशनल हाईवे. सिमिलरली मेजर डिस्ट्रिक्ट का उससे भी ज़्यादा होगा. सो मेजर डिस्ट्रिक्ट का जो लेंथ है वो इतना है, सिमिलरली रूरल का, अर्बन का एंड रोड प्रोजेक्ट का. सो टोटली इन अप्रोक्सीमेटली इट विल बी इक्वल टू 56,03,293 kilometers. So these are the data to be kept in mind, that is the how much means length is occupied by the national highway, state highway. So these are the data to be considered. So my dear friends, already we have discussed about a lot of the interesting fact, right? Means what is the total, means India occupied the second largest means road networks after the USA. We have gained some means important knowledge regarding to this. So let's talk about the golden quadrilaterals. Here the golden quadrilateral is a very important. What is golden quadrilateral? So golden quadrilateral is nothing but the national highway connecting of 4 major industrial city, right? That is nothing but it consists of Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai and the Chennai. These are the 4 metro cities connecting each others by the national highway in in quadrilateral, that is 4 sides occupied by means these cities. This is so because this is nothing but the golden quadrilateral. Golden quadrilateral कुछ भी नहीं है, ये दिल्ली, कलकत्ता, मुंबई, चेन्नई को कनेक्ट करने का एक नेशनल हाईवे है, ठीक है, जो चार सिटी में कनेक्टेड है, उसी को गोल्डन क्वाड्रिलेटरल भी बोला जाता है. और व्हाई एवरीबॉडी हैव द सेम क्वेश्चंस, व्हाई इट इज ओनली कंसिडर्ड एज द गोल्डन quadrilateral. So let me show you one figure so that you can understand. Here you can see that Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata, these are connecting by the national highway. So connecting 4 cities and forming a shape of quadrilaterals. So this is known as golden quadrilateral. So here's by passing through Delhi, a lot of cities are crossings, right? This is happened in 2012 to consider in mind that the development of the country or the growth of the country will take in the rapid manners. So means these cities are consisting of lots of mass productions of the means production or manufacturing of the material. As you know, it consists of Delhi in north, Kolkata in east, this is in west, and this is in means Mumbai lies in west. So this golden quadrilateral consists of means a lots of cities connected, like as Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Bhubaneswar. Here the Bhubaneswar is also attached to this ones. Cuttack, right? Jaipur, Kanpur, Pune, Surat, Vijayawada, Vizag. Right? These are the major cities which is connected by this national highway. So the total length occupied by this highway is 5,848 kilometers, and it is constructed in January 2012. Means this project finished. This is a mega project started in. The first and foremost plans was take place in 1999. Then it was launched in 2001 and was completed in 2012. So the first plans of the golden quadrilateral takes place in 1999. So it was the first plans to develop the country or to develop the economic growth of the India. These steps are taken. So it was constructed in January 2012. This highway is mainly connecting Mumbai-Pune expressway, right? It is largest highway in India and 5th rank in the world. It means it was this highway consists of largest project or the largest highway project in India and the 5th project in the highway project in the world. This project was planned, as I have written, in 1991 and launched in 2001 and was completed in 2012. So the cost of this project is 600 million Indian currency. इसका ये गोल्डन क्वाड्रिलेटरल बनाने का मेन उद्देश्य, ठीक है, फास्टर ट्रांसपोर्ट नेटवर्क है, ठीक है, बिटवीन द मेजर सिटी एंड पार्ट्स ऑफ द इंडिया टू ड्राइव द इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ एंड टू प्रमोट द truck transporters. As I have already explained what are the importance of transportation, so by considering all those things in mind, these steps was taken and it was effective too. So and to reduce the transportation's cost and to effective way of growth of the country. Here I have taken a rough diagram. Here the Delhi consists of in the north, Mumbai in the west, as I have indicated direction here, Chennai in the south and Kolkata in the east. In between these ones, a lots of city are consisting. It includes a lots of city. So hope आपको समझ में आया होगा कि गोल्डन क्वाड्रिलेटरल क्या है. गोल्डन क्वाड्रिलेटरल कुछ नहीं है, एक नेशनल हाईवे है जो इंडिया का 4 मेट्रो सिटी को कनेक्ट करता है, ठीक है, टू increase the economic growth and to promote the truck transporters or to increase the means of transportations, right, or means to drive the economic growth of the country. So and it was constructed in 2012. I have already written all those things so that you can easily understand from the given. So let's see another topic. उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको कि अभी तक आपको समझ में आया होगा रोल्स ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशंस, इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशंस, मीन्स ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशंस, गोल्डन क्वाड्रिलेटरल एंड the means India of having how much length of the national highway, state highway similarly. So let's talk about the highway development in India. When was the highway developments taking place? right? Means we won't talk about the ancient period, so let's talk about the 20th century, right? After the world war, after the world war over, so let's talk about this one. जब सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वार ख़त्म हुआ, आफ्टर द सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वार डिकेड in the 20th century, the growth of the vehicles or the using of the vehicle in India is increases day by day. When the vehicle increases in India, ultimately it demand the road networks, right? So motor vehicle using the road in India is less at that time, so we must have to, the government must have to decide the construction of the road in the effective way, so that the growth of the country depends upon it and it goes in effective manner. सबसे पहला का जो रोड था, that road was water bond macadam road, that is WBM road surface. What happened in that surface? The interior surface were not able to withstand the mixed traffic consisting of the slow moving vehicle, right? It means these types of road is not sufficient to withstand the means mixed traffic. So क्या होता है, जब पहले पहले का जो रोड था वो मीन्स वाटर बॉन्ड मैकाडम रोड था, मीन्स ड्यू टू द मिक्स ट्रैफिक means it's loses its bond, right? Then it's become means sand, and in the means rainy seasons it become clay, then the road was fully become dust, right? So at that times there was no proper means of transportation taking place, and the road is full of clay and the sand. So the clay was, the dust was means roaming here there because of the water bond macadams. So the means to increase the means road standards, there are the different committee, or there are different law has been executed in India, so that the development of the highway can be easily taking place. As the water bond macadam road means this type of road is not sufficient for the means mixed traffic, so the government have decided to construct a road with a different committee. So first resolution was passed by the means Chamber of Indian Legislative in year 1927 for the appointment of committee to examine the road. So the first steps towards taken in 1927 to construction of the different types of road for the effective growth of the India. So these are the means highway developments in India, that is Jayakar committee recommendations, similarly Central Road Fund, Indian Road Congress, Motor Vehicle Act, Nagpur Road Conference and Plan, Central Road Research and Institutes at Central, National Highway Act, second 20-year Road Development Plan, Highway Research Board, National Transport Policy Committee, third 20-year Road Development Plan. So these are the highway development plans which are considered by the government of India for the better and for the better developments or the better growth of the means road transportation, or for the better transportation taking place. Let's talk briefly manner of each of the highway development. So let's talk about the Jayakar committee. Dear friends, ये सब कुछ नहीं है, बस इंडिया का मीन्स ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन अच्छा करने के लिए, बेहतरीन करने के लिए डिफरेंट स्टेप्स अपनाया गया है, ताकि इंडिया का जो रोड सिस्टम हो, जो उसका इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ हो इंडिया का, वो बेहतरीन हो पाए टाइम टू टाइम से. सो दीज आर द स्टेप्स इनिशिएटेड बाय द मीन्स गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया फॉर द ओवरऑल ग्रोथ ऑफ द इंडिया, राइट, for the better growth of the India. The first and foremost steps taken was Jayakar committee recommendations. So these steps were taken in 1927. So let's see some of the features of Jayakar committee recommendations. So why it is implemented, what are the features of these ones, so let's talk about it. So the main features of the Jayakar is the road development in the country shall be considered as a national interest, right, beyond the capacity of the provincial or the state government or the local body. So the development of this road under this committee was taken shall be considered as the national interest, right, because this has become beyond the capacity of provincial or state government or the local body. So as we know, means some extra tax should be levied on the petrol from the road users to create the road development fund called the central road funds. एज यू नो इन इंडिया में क्या हुआ कि मीन्स पेट्रोल का दाम बढ़ा के, कुछ पेट्रोल का पर लीटर पे कुछ दाम बढ़ा के, ठीक है, जो उसका कुछ फंड बचता था वो मीन्स सेंट्रल फंड होता था, और उसको रोड डेवलपमेंट में उसको इस्तेमाल किया जाता था. So there is an increase in tax in the petrol so that the development of the central road can be easily taking place from that money. Similarly, in this committee, some of the research organizations are constructed. Some of the research organizations constructed for the search work and for the better development of the means for the better growth of the road system, for the better growth of the network of the India. So there was the construction of some research organizations in this Jayakar committee. So to establish the semi-official technical institutes to pool technical knowledge, sharing the idea to act as the advisory body. So this is also to be considered in the Jayakar committee. ये क्या सेमी ऑफिशियल टेक्निकल इंस्टीट्यूट भी बनाया गया ताकि वो अपना एक बेहतरीन रोड बना सके और बेहतरीन मीन्स ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन क्रिएट कर सके. The day by day the means highway developments was means improving, right? Means day by day the governments means improve its standards. So similarly, central road fund was first formed on the 1st March 1929. The consumers here also the consumers of the petrols were charged on means extra levy, that is 2.4 paisa per liter, right? And we know that means 100 paisa is equal to 1 area. So 2.64 paisa were taken on the per liter of petrol to build up the road development fund. So this means this money collected at a place and are utilized for the road development. ये पैसा को एक जगह कलेक्ट करके और इसको रोड डेवलपमेंट फंड में लगाता था. और इसमें से क्या होता है, जो 20% रेवेन्यू था मीन्स 20% एनुअल रेवेन्यू था इज टू बी रिटन एट द सेंट्रल रेवेन्यू एंड द रेस्ट ऑफ देम आर goes to the state revenue. That's 20% means annual revenue are used by the central government, right, for the research and experimental work expenses. At the same time 80% were used by the state governments depending upon the petrol consumptions of that particular area. ठीक है, जो 80% था वो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को दिया जाता था, पर उसमें डिपेंड करता था कौन सा स्टेट्स कितना पेट्रोल कंज्यूम किया है. जो ज़्यादा किया है उसको ज़्यादा फंडिंग किया जाता था और उस एरिया का ज़्यादा डेवलपमेंट किया जाता था. So 80% is allowed by the central government to the various states based upon the actual means petrol consumptions, means what are the consumption the petrol in the particular area. So the money or the fund was distributing like that only. So here you can see that, see here some of the distributions of 100% of the petrol fund, right, means 57.5% for the national highway construction, right. Similarly 30% for the means state highway constructions. As you know, MORTH is nothing but Ministry of Road Transport and Highway. So in this one 57% is goes for the national highway and 34% for the national highway. Recommendations of any constructions development work may be taking place from the petrol money, right, and from the 50% of the diesel, right, means 50 when the diesel is selling 50% of the diesel for the rural road development, right, it is used 50% of the diesels is taking place for the rural development. And in the same way from the 100% of petrol 12.5% for the safety works and rail means rail road crossing, right, means etc, means what are the safety to be ensured, right, in the road. So 12% is expended means expenses in the for the safety purpose. So from the 100% 57.5 for national highway, 30 for स्टेट हाईवे और 12.5 फॉर द सेफ्टी के लिए. सिमिलरली पेट्रोल में से जो क्या होता था, पेट्रोल का 50% जो होता है वो रूरल डेवलपमेंट रोड डेवलपमेंट करने के लिए इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. सो फ्रॉम हेयर वी कैन कंक्लूड दैट जो भी पेट्रोल का जो उसमें एक्स्ट्रा मनी ऐड किया जाता है वो उसका कुछ लॉ होता है, उसका कुछ कानून होता है, उसके हिसाब से उसको उसका रेवेन्यू को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया जाता है. ठीक है, होप उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको समझ में आ रहा होगा कि मैं क्या मीन्स बोलना चाह रहा हूँ. जो भी होता है उसका फंडिंग होता है, अलग अलग फंडिंग होता है, अलग अलग एरिया में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया जाता है और उसी पैसा से कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ रोड जो होता है उसको किया जाता है. इन द सेम वे इंडियन रोड कांग्रेस, राइट, दिस इज ऑल्सो द नेशनल हाईवे कमिटी. इंडियन रोड कांग्रेस, दिस इज द central semi-official body known as IRC was developed in 1934, right, and it was recalled that this was one of the main recommendations made by the Jayakar committee. Means to modify the Jayakar committee, it was means introduce, right? So it provides a national forum for regulating, means regular pooling of experiences and idea on the matter of related constructions and maintenance of highway. Means this type of committee, the member of this means Indian Road Congress, especially focusing on the maintenance of highway, right? मीन्स कंस्ट्रक्शंस, इसका जो मेंबर था वो मीन्स मेंटेनेंस हाईवे पे फोकस करता था, इसका डेवलपमेंट पे, इसका कंस्ट्रक्शंस पे, इसका मीन्स कौन मीन्स कैसे मीन्स अच्छा एक मीन्स रोड का नेटवर्क कनेक्ट होगा, इस सब चीज़ पे ध्यान देता था, ध्यान दिया करता है, ठीक है। सिमिलरली इट इज़ एक्टिव बॉडी कंट्रोलिंग द specifications, standardization and recommendation on the material design of the road and bridges. So these are the some features of the means Indian Road Congress. So this especially deals with the standardizations, recommendations on materials. So it publishes journals, research and publications and standard specification guidelines. So we can easily understand from the line. So it has played important role in the formation of all roads development plans in India. This Indian Road Congress plays an important role in the formations of all roads development plans in India, as it consists of standardizations and maintenance in the highway. सिमिलरली मोटर व्हीकल एक्ट, ये 1939 में इसको फॉर्म किया गया, स्पेशली दिस वाज फॉर्म्ड means of the means to ensure the traffic law ordinance and the regulations, to means to maintain the traffic law, means traffic law should not be denied. So in order to maintain the traffic law, the motor vehicle act was implemented, right? It has three phases. Primarily covered are control of drivers, means driver must be in control, means this motor vehicle act are means concept means categorized in three phases, that is the control of driver, vehicle ownership and the vehicle operations. So it was again revised in 1988. So these are the silent features of the motor vehicle act. We cannot go in the deeply, just we need to understand when it was formed and what are the functions of this act. So ये स्पेशली जो मोटर व्हीकल एक्ट है, ये स्पेशली ट्रैफिक लॉ को मीन्स ट्रैफिक लॉ को जो फॉर्म होता है उसका ट्रैफिक लॉ का क्या रूल एंड रेगुलेशन होता है, ठीक है, क्या मतलब ड्राइवर का क्या रूल एंड रेगुलेशन होता है, उस चीज़ सब पे ध्यान देता है। The Nagpur Road Conference and Plan. The Nagpur Road Conference Plan is also known as a first 20-year development program for the period of 1943 to 1963. ये नागपुर रोड कॉन्फ्रेंस को मीन्स अ फर्स्ट 20-year डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम भी बोला जाता है। ये स्टार्ट हुआ था 1943 में और 1963 में इसको फाइनलाइज किया गया था एट मीन्स नागपुर रोड मीन्स नागपुर रोड कॉन्फ्रेंस में, ठीक है। दिस इज ऑल्सो नोन एज नागपुर रोड कॉन्फ्रेंस एंड इज टेक प्लेस इन नागपुर। The main motto of this means committee is to target, or the main aim of this one to target at the end of these plans, means after the completion of these plans period, the 16 kilometer per 100 square kilometer of area is covered, right? Means to develop means the main theme of this program was to cover 16 kilometer per 100 kilometer area of the country. This country plan to construct 2 lakh kilometer of road across the country within 20 years. So these are the program implemented means for the better development of the or for the better growth network connectivity in the India. So these are the concept of the Nagpur or the first 20-year plan. So the means in this ones the 20 kilometer of road across the country was planned to be constructed. Similarly, Central Road Research Institutes in this ones engaged in carrying out research and development progress. This especially deals with the design, construction and maintenance of road, that is runways, traffic and transportation planning, mega stadium cities, management of the roads in different terrains. Means these Central Road Research Institutes especially deal with the designs, means planning, means ये क्या करता था, प्लानिंग करता था कैसे एक अच्छा ट्रैफिक रूल बनाया जाए, ठीक है, means maintenance of road, how it can be taking means containers, means planning of mega stadium cities, means management of road in the different terrains. So this act especially consider about the planning and maintenance of the highway in the India, means how to use traffic safety, right, means utilization of industrial means waste in the road. So these are the silent features of this act. See, means road safety to ensure to to utilize the industrial waste. So these are the considered in Central Road Research Institutes. So let's see the another. Now the National Highway. The National Highway Act was formed on 1956. So this act is especially responsible for the development and maintenance of national highway rights. Means this act only consider about the what are the factor to be considered for the development of the national highway, and and these are especially taken, or these are especially provisionalized by the central government. So for this the features of this national highway is that to enter into any land for carrying out the survey. If suppose कोई भी नेशनल हाईवे बन रहा है, देन इसको अनुमति दिया जाता है कि ये किसी भी एरिया में जाके कहीं भी जाके सर्वेइंग कर सकता है. देयर इज नो प्रोहिबिटेड एक्शन टेकिंग प्लेस. सो to enter into any area for carrying out the survey. So the central government has power to declare any highway as a national highway or omit from the existing हाईवे फ्रॉम द लिस्ट. सो ये जो नेशनल एक्ट है इसका इस कम्युनिटी को पावर है कि कोई भी रोड, ठीक है, कोई भी हाईवे को नेशनल हाईवे उसको घोषणा किया जाएगा. मीन्स एनी हाईवे और एनी हाईवे इन इंडिया कैन बी डिक्लेयर्ड एज अ नेशनल हाईवे according to the act of National Highway Act, or it can omit, that it can remove, it can oust any of the existing highway from that list. So these are the power of the National Highway Act. National Highway Act was subsequently revised as a National Highway Authorities of India in 1988. It is again revised, and its name is regarded, or its name is replaced or superseded with National Highway Authorities of India. So similarly, let's talk about the second 20-year road development plan. So second 20-year road plan was taken under 1961 to 1981. So it 1961 the first 20-year road road development plan was ended, right? From that a second 20-year road development plans come into action. This was initiated by the IRC, Indian Road Congress, and was finalized in 1959, right? It was firstly initiated by the IRC at the meeting of the in the meeting of the chief engineer, known as Bombay Road Plans. This plan is also known as Bombay Road Plans, and it was initiated by the IRC with having of the meeting with the chief engineer in the Bombay. The main motto of this is to cover, to target the length was almost double that of the Nagpur road plan, right? In the Nagpur road plans, whatever the plans, that must be double. In that ones what was there 2 lakh road across the India are to be constructed. Here it is just double of that ones. These are the some features of these ones. The every town with the populations 2000 population 2000 in plan, and above 1000 in semi hill area, and above 500 hilly area are to be connected by the metallic road. So these are the plans. These are the aim to be considered in second 20 road development plans. So similarly, let's talk about the High Research Board. Similarly, High Research Board was first set up in 1973 with a view to give the proper directions, and it was first set up in 1973 to give proper directions and guidelines of the road research activities in India, to ascertain the national and extent of the research requirement. So similarly, National Transportation Policy is also implemented in 1970. So these are ultimately, I would like to say, these are the policy to be implemented to target, to develop the highway system in India, right? To there are the different committee formed. Each committee has their own features, and each committee has their own works. Different committee working in their own styles, and to provide or to give the India as a good road network connectivity, so that the goods as well as the passenger can be easily can go one place to another place. So these are the similarly National Transport Policy is also it provide comprehensive national transport policy for the country for the next decade, right? It provide comprehensive national transportation, it includes all the required transportation policy. So after the end of the Bombay plans, there was the formation of third 20-year road development plan. It is developed for the regular economic and a small town with the essential features. Means in this one's populations more than 500 should be connected by the all weather road. Means all weather road, as we know, means nowadays all the roads are means constructed all weather road that can withstand all types of weathers. So these are implemented in the third 20-year road development plan. So these are the means different highway development plans in India was taking place. Similarly, there are a lots of means others. So we'll just covered about the 10. There are lot means 20th century road डेवलपमेंट प्लान, राइट मीन्स एनसीएट रोड डेवलपमेंट प्लान मतलब बहुत है, ठीक है। जस्ट हम लोग टॉप 10 जो है उसका हम लोग यहाँ पे डिस्क्रिप्शन और उसका फीचर्स के बारे में पढ़े हैं, ठीक है। आप एक बार खुद से फोकस कीजिए कि मीन्स क्या क्या लिखा हुआ। अगर आपको कुछ कन्फ्यूजन, अगर आपको कुछ डाउट है, देन डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में व्हाट्सएप का लिंक है, यू कैन आस्क योर डाउट, और मस्टली यू वुड लाइक टू, आई वुड लव टू that you will comment in comment sections what you have doubt regarding about. I will means clear your doubt easily. I can clear your doubt easily. So please, if you have any doubt, means comment in the comment section so that I can understand. So these are the importance means highway development policy. So let's see about the some means necessity and planning of highway development. Means how, why, means what are the planning of highway development. As we know, planning is nothing but the prerequisite, right? Means it can be means it can be prerequisite, right, for any engineering activities. Means it can be predetermined, means it is a thought process. क्या बोल सकते हैं, प्लानिंग कोई भी पहला थॉट प्रोसेस है, मीन्स इट इज द थॉट प्रोसेस बिफोर द एक्चुअल वर्क टेकिंग प्लेस, राइट। सो दिस इज पार्टिकुलरली ट्रू फॉर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ हाईवे नेटवर्क और द सिस्टम इन द कंट्री। सो कोई भी काम करने से पहले उसको प्रॉपर प्लानिंग का जरूरत होता है। सो प्लानिंग इज वेरी इसेंशियल फॉर द एनी डेवलपमेंट of the engineering project. So planning mainly deals with the safety, right? Means first we need to consider about the safety, efficient and the fast movement of people and good. So we have to consider all those things in planning before means actual work taking place. So the first objective plan is to consider the safety, efficiency and the fast movement of, so keeping in all over cost of the construction. Means we need to plan the shortage, means what is the cost of the means highway, means what will be the cost of the highway. We have to analyze all these things. We have to be means very perfect in the costing, right? Means we need to cost exactly. We cannot means waste the materials means unnecessarily or wantonly. So we can't use means waste material wantonly. So we must have to utilize all those material all these materials which is used for the construction of the different kinds of road means effectively. So the main objective of the means planning of highway is to ensure the safety, means to minimize the cost of the constructions, to maintain the road network, right, to means to decrease the means density of the road, right. Means means it can be planning in such a way that means for the future development, right, anticipated traffic needs for the specific design, to divide the overall plan into the phases and decide the priorities, to utilize the available fund in the best possible way, as I said. So these are the essential or the what are the necessity of planning. So let's see what are the classification of roads. So my dear friends, means roads का सब means बहुत ज़्यादा classification होता है. चलो देखते हैं कुछ classification depending on the weather. All weather road means road, and the fair weather roads means all weather roads is nothing but the road which can means withstands in all type of weather. Similarly, depending upon the type of materials, means paved waterborne macadam, I have already introduced the waterborne macadam is not effective type of road, means it can be easily converted into dust when the mixed traffic action takes place. So on paved road, that is the earth road or the gravel road, so these are the means classifications. Bituminous road, nowadays the most of the roads are concrete road, cement concrete road and the bituminous road. So similarly the means location and function as per the Nagpur road plan. So these are considered in the Nagpur road plan. So in this ones the national highway means that connect the means national means like that national highway is nothing but the connection of the two nations, that state highways connection of the states, means it give the proper networks of the transportation between the two states. Similarly, district roads, rural roads based upon the traffic volume, means light traffic volume, medium traffic volume, high traffic, means which area is having the high traffic volume, we should construct the road, means by considering in the mind. Means in the light traffic we don't need to construct, means too heavy, we means too having high cost means road, we can construct means low cost road systems. Similarly, based on the economic, low cost road, medium cost load, and the high cost load. Similarly, based on the traffic type, pedestrian way, cycle means cycle tracks, and the motorways, right? These are the traffic types. Means पैदल चलने के लिए जो होता है अलग, मोटर चलने के लिए, means साइकिल ट्रैक चलने के लिए. Similarly, rigidity जो फॉर्म होता है उसमें flexible road and the rigid road. Similarly, according to the topography, plain area road and the hilly area road. So these are the classifications of the different construction of the road and the different road development plans. I have already explained you that the Nagpur development plan, which is nothing but the first 20-year road development plan, which was takes place in 1943 to 96. Similarly, Bombay road network plan, that is second year, means second 20 year, and the Lucknow plan is nothing but the third 20 years, which was in 1982 to 2001, and the 4 20-year development plans were means running right now. So उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको समझ में आया होगा. ठीक है, आप मीन्स नोट से पढ़िए. आपको अगर कोई डाउट है देन पुट इट इन द कमेंट्स बॉक्स सो दैट आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड the means concept your doubt, and I will solve your doubt. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and follow us. I will give you the proper handwritten notes. If necessary, if there is any numericals, then I will must go through the board. Means I will, what I just try to is whatever I know I must have to convince to you so that you can understand the easily. जो भी मुझे पता है मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप लोग को भी पता हो. ठीक है, कुछ भी चीज़ जो मुझे पता है आप लोग को पता हो ताकि समझने में आसानी हो जाए. और उम्मीद करता हूँ आज का ये लेक्चर समझ में आया होगा. सो आप अपना ध्यान रखें एंड डोंट फॉरगेट टू सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल so that it encourage me from the inside out to make the video on the different topics. So take care, bye bye, thank you for watching.